Running in the Boston Marathon can be quite the athletic accomplishment, but sometimes people run for a deeper meaning. We caught up with one of this year's participants, Sofia Buckle, who ran as a part of the Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital Needham Tread Strong team. She decided to run in support of her dad, who has worked for the hospital for 25 years, as well as give back to the community that has done so much for her family.
So can you start off by explaining who you were running for and why?
Yeah, so I ran for Beth Israel Needham. My dad has worked at BI Needham for over 25 years now. So he's really deeply committed to that community, and that's where my whole family and everyone gets care. So they've done so much for us. So it just felt like a great opportunity to give back to the community that just has done so much for my dad and my entire family in general.
What was it like running your official first marathon and finishing it, right? You did finish it, if I'm correct.
Yeah. I don't know what my expectations were. I don't think I really had any, just because I was still a little cautious of it getting canceled like it did in 2020. But my expectations were blown away. The energy of Boston and all the towns around was so amazing. You could really, that's what kept me going, honestly, because at mile 16, both my quads cramped, and the last 10 miles was just I was in a pain. And so at mile 23, actually, I stopped and was my hands were on my knees. I was I can't go on. And this lady ran over to me, one of the spectators, with water, and she was you got this, you're so close, 3 more miles. And I was I can't do it. She was do it. And I was okay. So just having those spectators to cheer you on. Also, some really memorable parts was Wellesley and the finish line. It was crazy how many people were there, just screaming and cheering. And it was just a little tunnel of cheering, which was such a cool experience.
So you ran as a part of the Beth Israel team, not just individually.
It's kind of confusing. So Beth Israel Leahy Health has is the umbrella, and then they have all these branches. So there was a chemo team, there was a colon cancer team, and then BI Needham was one team. And I think every year BI Needham only has a couple of runners that I don't even know. I may have been the only one this year. But yeah, so overall Beth Israel Leahy Health in general had I think it was 35 to 40 runners, which was kind of cool.
So now that the marathon's over and you had that experience, what did it really mean for you to run for, BID Needham, your dad, and the community?
The thing that really resonates to me is just the overwhelming generosity of my friends, my family, people I don't even know that would donate to me. And it's just it just really warms my heart to think about these people that have no reason to, and they just donate, and it's just really heartwarming. So that's along with running, which was just an awesome accomplishment, something it's been a dream of mine forever. So together it's just crazy. I'm still feels like a fever dream.